I want to tell you a secret. When I started using Midjourney a few years ago, I used to spend hours fighting with Midjourney, cramming everything into one massive prompt and getting frustrated when it didn't work exactly the way I wanted. Sound familiar? Then I discovered something that changed everything. Instead of one complex prompt, I started building designs like a professional, one element at a time. This modular approach will cut your design time in half and get the results your clients will love. Let me show you what I mean. Let's start with this basic formula. In a minute, we'll put this to the test and we're going to design a t-shirt graphic from scratch and have a finished result in a very minimal amount of time. But first, I want to review what we're doing today. We're going to be designing a t-shirt graphic for a Texas Jeep Club. By the way, this could be any project that you have in front of you. So just imagine I'm working on that instead of a t-shirt graphic if it helps you with this. You're going to use the same process, right? And so with this framework, we're going to be designing 3 different elements in Midjourney that we're going to assemble later in a design program. And all 3 of these have to match. So instead of shoving a fantastically complex prompt into Midjourney and crossing our fingers that it has everything we want, we're dividing this thing up into 3 different elements because we can control the 3 elements easier. And this is the Midjourney workflow that top professionals are using to get results faster and finish projects quicker. So let's begin where all great designs originate, and you know what that is. Your thumbnail sketch. And here's mine, right? Why is this important for Midjourney? Because if we know what we want from the beginning, it's so much easier to build a prompt sequence that's actually going to get us there. And here, we're going to need 3 things for this design: a great looking Jeep, a cute armadillo mascot, and a background of a Texas landscape. And all 3 of these elements need to look like they belong together. This is an easy thing to accomplish if you follow the framework. And by the way, there are other elements in this t-shirt graphic that we won't be worrying about in Midjourney, such as the club's logo. We're going to assemble everything later in our design program, and that's where that'll be. But for now, let's start creating that Jeep with Midjourney. Again, here's our framework. And here's the actual prompt we're going to use. So 2025 Jeep Wrangler is the subject. 3/4 view, low angle, red, heavily modified, large tires, light bar are the modifiers to that subject. Graphic illustration, vignette are the art style prompts. Texas backcountry is the context. And bold outlines, isolated flat white background are the details. And lastly, we have our Midjourney parameters of chaos 10, that's our variety level, aspect ratio of 4:3, and we're going to use an SREF code that's got a really great way of rendering art, and that's 976633098, but we're controlling that with a style weight of 80. Remember, the default is 100. If you don't put any style weight in, it's 100. So we're just under that. And I feel that that really helps control SREF codes a little better so you don't go crazy with them, right? So here's the thing. I don't have to put in a giant paragraph of words like I used to get a good result. Midjourney, especially version 7, is so awesome. We just need to be specific about what we want, and we're going to get a great result, right? So let's see how Midjourney is going to handle this. Okay, we have our prompt pasted into Midjourney, and it's exactly how I talked about it before in the presentation, but we want to add R4, which gives us a repeat command because I like to not create 4 images. I always like to create 16 images, and this allows us to do that. And this gets us a great place. And out of these, we're going to get a really fantastic Jeep that's going to be perfect for our use. So here's our results. Not bad, huh? Which one of these do you like the best? Imagine you're trying to do a design for the Jeep Club. Which one really is one that you would pick? Would not only be representing the Jeep Club, but also make them buy the shirt. You know what? I really like this one. So we're going to go with this one. And there's one thing I want to do, and that's going to edit this dirt here. But I'm going to do that later in my design program. I don't see anything that I needed to edit, but if we did, we could edit this out right here. But the one thing I want to do is I want to upscale it. So we're going to upscale subtle, and then we're going to download that. I'm going to do that later so you don't have to worry about it. Now that we have our Jeep, it's time to design the second element needed for the design, and that is the armadillo mascot. The client wants something fun that they can use on the shirt, but also something they can redeploy for other merch items such as hats, stickers, pins, and maybe even koozies, right? So keep in mind that this mascot needs to match the style of the Jeep. And here's where many Midjourney users get stuck, as they can't replicate a previously created style or look, and that's where they get frustrated. And by the way, this is where a little Midjourney magic steps in with the seed parameter. And if you want to learn more about the seed parameter, here's a video on our channel that you should watch. Highly recommend it. But for right now, let's get that armadillo mascot prompt going. And we're going to start with the subject, which is cute mascot armadillo. Remember, we're using our framework. Wearing a cowboy hat, playing the guitar. These are the modifiers. Graphic illustration, vignette. These are the art styles. This looks sort of like the Jeep, right? Bold outlines, isolated, flat white background. Again, these are the details, just like the Jeep. And guess what? We're going to use all of the parameters that we use for the Jeep, but we're also going to add the seed parameter number, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. The seed is the starting point that Jeep image started that we liked, and we're going to copy and paste that seed number into our sequence for the armadillo mascot, and that way it totally lines up with how the Jeep looks and feels, right? So this keeps everything in line with that Jeep graphic that we created. All right, so now it's time to create that armadillo mascot, and I've pasted in our prompt, and all we need is to get the seed number, right? And let me show you how to do that. First off, we type in --SEED, right, seed, and we have a little space there, and we have to get the seed number. So we go here to this little hamburger menu, click copy, and then select seed, just click right there, and that copies it to your clipboard. You can paste it right in, and then all we have to do is hit go, and it's going to generate 4 images for us of the armadillo mascot, and let's check them out. That one's good. I love that one. That one's okay. That one's okay. I think I like this one the best. He looks animated, his foot's up. He's got some kind of crazy boots on with claws. I don't know. It's kind of a fun look. We're going to use this one. So all we got to do now is upscale it and download it, and then we can use it for our design. All right, so one more image we need to create, and that is the Texas landscape that we're going to use for the background behind the Jeep inside of a circle. Okay, again, we're going to use the same prompt structure that we've been using the whole time, and we're going to start off with the subject, which is Texas landscape scene. We're going to add sunny day, grassy plains, trees in the distance, mountains and clouds. Those are the modifiers to that scene. We're going to have a graphic illustration. This is the art style prompt. We're going to add just only bold outlines as the details, and we're using every single thing that we used for the armadillo mascot for the landscape, which is the same variety, aspect ratio, SREF code, style weight, and the seed number. And again, I'm going to show you how to do that. This is one more time, but you're going to see how the Jeep, the armadillo, and the scene are all going to look like they were drawn and created exactly at the same time. And that's the benefit here. So let's check that out. All right, now it's time to create that landscape. So let's go ahead and get that seed number again. And it's the same number. We just have to go to copy and hit seed and we copy it. But guess what? It's also right here because we used it already. We can just click this button and it automatically pops it in if that's an easier way to do that than copying and pasting. There's two ways, just want to show you both, right? So now we want to create the Texas landscape scene, right? And we've got everything that we want to do. And so all we have to do is hit go, and we're going to get 4 images, and they're all going to look like the Jeep and the armadillo, and we're just going to pick the best one. And we're done. So we've got 4 images to choose from. This one, this one, this one, and this one, right? Which one do you like the best? I like this one with the tree, and I like this last one. You got to imagine the Jeep sitting here, right? And I'm going to go with this one, I think, because I like this tree and I like these clouds, right? So again, we want to upscale, and we're going to download the upscale, and then I'm going to meet you in the design program where we're going to assemble everything. All right, now we're going to put everything together in our design program. I'm using Affinity Photo, but this works the same as Photoshop or CorelDRAW, whatever you want to use, right? So there's a couple things that we have is we're going to drop in our Jeep, right? This is the Jeep that we downloaded. I just used the magic wand tool and deleted the background, right? We're going to also add our armadillo mascot, right? And actually that needs to come up front here. And then we're going to add our background, right? As you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of work to put this stuff together. And the reason why that this works is because we started off with this thing, which is a thumbnail, right? So here's our thumbnail that we used, and it's just a circle. Here's where our logo is going to go. Here's where the Jeep is. Here's our little mascot. And then lo and behold, here's our design, right? And as you can see, it only took us a couple minutes to make this. Look how long this video is. That's how long it took to design this t-shirt. This could be anything that you have to design, doesn't have to be a t-shirt. So to recap, we created this Jeep, this mascot, and this background scene, all using similar prompts and seed references and SREF codes. And you can see how they all have a similar look and feel, and it really wasn't that difficult. You could do this also, and then you could assemble something in another program just like this. In a matter of minutes, you can create something awesome that's going to make all of your customers really happy. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, but also join our school community at Midjourney Experience. We'd love to see you there, and we can help you learn all about Midjourney. See ya. Bye.